What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Hope everyone had a great football weekend, but of course we are back on to another rebuild here at Madden 25. We're gonna do one of the worst teams in the NFC record-wise right now, and that is the New York Giants. Let's go ahead and jump in and do a New York Giants rebuild in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So we've done a lot of AFC rebuilds as of late, which is why I wanted to get back to the NFC. And record-wise, the Giants are one of the worst teams in NFC right now. I was debating between them and Arizona at the moment, but I went ahead and we're going to start with the Giants today in the NFC East. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Giants. One thing we do know for sure is they have a dog over there right now, and that is Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is an absolute stud. He is going to be good for a very long time. We need to get this man an actual quarterback, though. Daniel Jones has been okay this season, but that's just not going to be good enough for the rest of the season. They also have Theo Johnson at tight end. They got Jalen Hyatt, Darius Slayton, Devin Singletary is a starting running back. But there is still plenty of work to do on this offensive line. Or, sorry, not on the offensive line in general, but just on this team in general. We got Dexter Lawrence in the middle, which is nice. We have Tyler Nubin. I believe that's Tyler anyway. Got Isaiah Simmons still. So it is Tyler Nubin. And then, of course, you got Bobby Okereke. You got Brian Burns, who you got in the trade from Carolina. So there's a lot on this Giants team to like. But there's still a lot of stuff to not like as well. Andrew Thomas at left side looks great. You got Evan Neal, who hasn't been great, unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead and simulate year number one. I do want to put Wan'Dale Robinson as wide receiver 2. He's actually been pretty good as well. So we're going to put Wan'Dale Robinson there. But let's go ahead. Simulate year number one with this Giants squad the way it is. The first thing, like I said, is to get this man a quarterback, and we are getting Malik Neighbors a quarterback, and we'll actually have real draft classes today, so that should be exciting. So we can go for like Quinn Ewers or whoever we decide to go for, depending on what is available to us in the draft. But let's go ahead. Somewhat the rest of the season, as we're 1-3 right now. Hopefully Malik Neighbors is a superstar development at the very least, but let's go ahead and see how we finish out after starting 1-3. Wow, we did not win another game after the 1-3 start. So the only win the Giants got was against the Browns, right? So that's pretty crazy. 1-16 is terrible, but one thing we will have is the first overall pick, I imagine. I can't imagine anyone went worse than 1-16 this year, but I guess you never truly know. But having the first overall pick to start this rebuild is going to be phenomenal. We can finally move on from Daniel Jones, get a quarterback in this building. Let's go ahead and take a look at the player stats on the season, though. So you took a look at the stats. Offense was 31st in the NFL. Daniel Jones only threw 13 touchdowns, which is just a joke. Defensively was not bad, actually. So 13-27, this man needs to go. He is gone as soon as possible. Malik Neighbors, we're not there yet. 1,000 yards from Devin Singletary. Malik Neighbors did not crack 1,000 yards, which is very important, very unfortunate, but he is superstar, which is what I wanted. I wanted him to be at least superstar. I think Superstar X Factor is definitely in his future in this video, I imagine, once we get him a really good quarterback, which is what the first thing will be we try to do this offseason. So 6.5 from Dexter Lawrence, 5.5, or 5 from Brian Burns, I should say. 2 interceptions from Bobby Okereke, and then 2 from Dane Belton. But a lot of work that needs done this offseason, and we're going to get straight to getting to work. So we're about to have, I guess, $60 million in cap space, and I'm going to look at what Daniel Jones would cost to cut right now. I'm not sure if it is... I'm not sure if there is a penalty for cutting him right now. So let's go ahead and take a look if that is the case. So team salaries, savings wise, we would save, I guess Daniel Jones. Let's see, quarterback wise. Yeah, we can't cut him. So he's stuck here. There's no need to cut him. There's no way we'll be able to. So he'll be the backup, I guess. He is definitely not starting next season, but we cannot cut him either, which sucks, but it would have been nice to be able to do that. And after that, there's really nobody else that makes sense to cut. So we do pretty much have $60 million in cap space. So let's go take a look on who is a free agent. So we got Kayvon Thibodeau, which is a 5th-year option. I'll accept it. Darius Slayton, who's a free agent. We got Dory Jackson at 29. Azeez Ojulari, I do want to bring back as well. So we'll bring him back to have him still opposite of Kayvon Thibodeau. He is back, so we'll keep the defense intact as much as possible. Evan Neal, he hasn't been very good, so I don't think I'm going to accept the 5th-year option on him for once. And Isaiah Simmons, the free agent. He's a 77 overall, so, you know, very talented player when he came out of the draft, but he's going to test free agency, which is fine. It's not like the worst loss in the world. Nick McLeod, and you got Jason Pinnock, who is a 26-year-old free safety star development, so if he wants to come back, he's going to stay. Okay, so we got about $50 million in cap space going into free agency, so I'm not expecting to be like a big spender free agency by any means. The main component of this rebuild is going to be the draft. We got to draft really well. We need a quarterback. We have Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Shador Sanders, whatever we need to do at the #1 overall pick, we'll absolutely do that. So let's take a look at what we got going on this offense and defense, though. So, Danny Dimes, Malik Neighbors, Isaiah Hodgins, Wando Robinson, Theo Johnson. We got Lemonor, we got Schmitz, we got Andrew Thomas. So, Runyon. Yeah, the offensive line needs help still, even despite what we got going on right now. So, I guess I can move Evan Neal to right tackle because at least he started development. Maybe the only thing center could be a need as well. Running back is fine, but it's nothing great. On defense, you got, not bad. Defense was pretty solid last year, so another corner would probably be necessary. Dexter Lawrence, you got Jason Pinnock, Brian Burns, so McFadden. But all right, let's go ahead and get straight into free agency, and let's start spinning a little bit. Don't really think I'm going to go too crazy here, but I guess we'll just kind of see who's available to be brought into the Giants. So here are the offers we've made in free agency. As usual, the free agency class isn't great. We're not going to get Nick Bolton, unfortunately. I actually offered him a ton of money, but he is not going to go to us. He is 100% interested in the Texans, so we're just going to renounce our rights or renounce our offer on that. So I do want to get Ryan Kelly to replace our center problem, and then I'm going for Christian Fulton as more depth at corner. I wouldn't mind David Long as well as another middle linebacker to be brought in. I mean, we don't necessarily need a middle linebacker, but that's just kind of where the talent is in this free agency. I do want Ryan Kelly as well if possible. I really do want a new center. I do really want to fix the offensive line if possible. So we might be able to get him, which would be nice. And then as far as another guard is kind of what we wanted to go for. We have Isaiah Wynn, and then we also have Trey Turner. But I did see Rob Havenstein, which I feel like we could maybe get away with moving him to right guard, just to, protect whatever young QB we get in the building this year. So if we can get him, it looks like Washington's going after him as well, though, so I don't know if we'll get him. So we'll just kind of see where it goes. So we're going to offer those, and we got Ryan Kelly. Oh, Rob Havenstein didn't choose us. So our offensive line is getting fixed a little bit, which is nice. David Long and then Christian Fulton are not interested in us. So if we lose out on them, I'm not really too discouraged by that. So you know what? All we got in free agency was the offensive line. That's fine with me. Whatever. It is what it is. We're not going to fix this team overnight. It's going to be a long project. We got to get rid of Daniel Jones money eventually. But one thing I will do, so I feel like the offensive line is going to be good enough that we can roll with this. So we're going to have our brand new center, Ryan Kelly. We can move either Evan Neal or Rob Havenstein. I guess maybe we can do, he's going to move Evan Neal to right guard. Maybe give him a new position and kind of see where he, how he does there instead of playing right tackle. So move him to right guard. And we'll roll with that. And then we're going to go in this draft, of course, with the #1 overall pick, I imagine. And we are absolutely taking a quarterback. I do like our wide receivers, technically. Like, Wando Robinson isn't bad. Daniel Jones, of course, like I said, is not be the quarterback going forward. And defensively, we didn't get anybody in free agency, unfortunately. But we will look into the draft and get as good as we possibly can through the draft. But let's go ahead and just get to that point at where we're at. And let's see what we can get on draft night. So as I mentioned, we will be picking #1 overall, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and see what player is best for us to take. Of course, we need a quarterback in the worst way possible, but if we do look at the board, it doesn't look like any of the top 5 talents are quarterbacks. So we do got like Travis Hunter, of course, Quinshad Jenkins, Luther Burden, Will Johnson. Like, all that is amazing, but at the end of the day, if you don't have a quarterback, you don't got nothing going on. So I really can't take one of the top 5 talents and expect to, really be taken seriously. We need to take a quarterback. We have either Carson Beck or Quinn Ewers. Who would I rather have? The Georgia quarterback or the Texas quarterback is the question. We also could scroll down the board a little bit and get Shedeur Sanders as well out of Colorado, which isn't too bad. So a lot of different things we could go with. His stats look pretty nice. So Shedeur Sanders, or do we want Carson Beck or Quinn Ewers? Obviously, the league is going towards mobile quarterbacks. So, I kind of like the idea of taking Shedeur Sanders at #1 overall. It sounds kind of crazy. I would rather take one of the top 5 talents, but at the end of the day, we need a quarterback. So Quinn Ewers, Carson Beck, or do we want Shedeur Sanders is the question. Shedeur Sanders' attitude does worry me, but at the end of the day, looking at all these QBs, he does look like the best player as far as all-around guy. So I am going to take Shedeur Sanders here. So Shedeur Sanders out of Colorado is going to be the #1 overall pick. Will he be the guy in real life? I don't know. But he's #4 in true value. He's a hidden development quarterback, which is what we needed. So we get a really good player in my mind. Taking him #1 overall doesn't feel great. I won't lie to you. But at the end of the day, we needed to walk away with a QB, and we did just that. It would have been nice to have the luxury of drafting one of the top 5 talents like Travis Hunter or something like that, which we could have just taken best player available. But I want to get the quarterback position solved immediately. So, all right, now we are on to the second round. So we got Kevin Winston out of Penn State. We got Ashton Jeanty, who, as we know, is an absolute freaking stud. And taking him, we had Jalen Milrow here as well. So that wouldn't have been a bad pick. Not gonna lie. So we could have taken one of the top 5 talents, and Jalen Milroe would have been here in the second round. So maybe I made a mistake, but this is gonna be back-to-back offensive picks. But we know how damn good Ashton Jeanty is out of Boise State. So give us the backfield of Shedeur Sanders and Ashton Jeanty. I will absolutely take that. So we're gonna get Ashton Jeanty, who is number 60 in true value, hidden development running back with Shedeur Sanders. I like the start of this video. That is dynamic, and like I said, it helps that I know a little bit more about these college players. I'm watching a little bit more college football this year, so I know a little bit more, but I'm still not an expert. I won't pretend I am, but let's go see what's here in round 3. So we got this would probably be nice to go ahead and take a corner or whatever here in round 3, but if it's not there, it's not there. So we got Victor Montgomery, Mike Bayer, Keith Guy, something Wilson, Tremaine Bryan, Morris Cook. I'm not recognizing a ton of these names. So Michigan State corner, we got Montgomery. So let's see what we got here. So Victor Montgomery with A, hit power, B man coverage, B tackle. We got B play recognition. So he looks pretty good, not gonna lie. So the free safety doesn't sound like a terrible pick here if we wanted to go that direction. Let's go look at the corner, because that was another position I was definitely concerned about. And then edges, our ends are also pretty bad. So is there any ends we could take here? No, not really. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take Victor Montgomery here at the top. Welcome him as a Giant. He will be the guy. So hopefully he ends up being a damn good pick. Number 1 in true value, drafted him at 65. In development, free safety. I'll be happy with that. I'm going to let my assistant GM take care of the rest. But one thing is for sure, I think we've changed this offense overnight. Our defense was actually pretty decent last year, so really can't be too discouraged. But our offense, night and day, should be a lot better after bringing in Ashton Jeanty and Shedeur Sanders. I'm excited about what we're about to look like going into year number 2. So the lineup going into season number 2 looks like this. It's Shedeur Sanders with Ashton Jeanty in the backfield. So I'm excited to see what these two can bring in on the offense. We got Andrew Thomas, Runyon Kelly, Evan Neal, Rob Havenstein. We got Theo Johnson and Bellinger. We got Malik Neighbors. We got Jalen Hyatt. We got Wando Robinson, Isaiah Hodgins. So still a lot of work to do, but I'm excited about what this offense can do. So on the defense side of the football, we got Pinnock, but I'm going to start Montgomery right away. Just kind of want to see what he could become. Brian Burns, McFadden, Bobby Okereke, Kayvon Thibodeau, and then Aziz Ojulari still. With Tyler Nubin, we got Flott, we got Deontay Banks, Phillips. So, again, this defense still needs a little bit of work. We kind of focus on the offense a little bit too much on the draft and free agency as well. But in the offseason, we'll go ahead and figure out what we can do going forward. But we only won 1 game last year, so obviously I'm hoping we can make a massive improvement here and win more than 1 game. Let's go ahead and see how we finish out in year number 2, and let's see how good Shedeur is and Ashton Jeanty and everything else that we've added to this team. So at the end of the season, we finished up at 4-13. It is an improvement from last year, but obviously still not great, which sucks. But I'm hoping at least that our quarterback looked good, and I'm hoping our running back looked good. I'm hoping things just looked a little bit better, but we'll kind of see what we are looking at as far as stats are concerned and all of that, and what kind of developments we got out of our QB and running back, because obviously we drafted those two to be the future of this team. So let's take a look and kind of see how that looks. So taking a look at the player stats, we had offense 27th in the NFL, okay, and defensively we were 13. So defense has been solid. So Shedeur Sanders was 20-17. Not great. It is his rookie season, so hopefully he can improve and build off that. 9 touchdowns and 853 yards from Ashton. You had Malik Neighbors and Isaiah Hodgins, both 1,000-yard wide receivers at least. Wando Robinson as well with 745 yards. On the defense side of the football, you had 6.5 sacks from Brian Burns, 4 from Kayvon Thibodeau, and then you had 3 interceptions from Banks, 2 from Bobby Okereke, 2 from Phillips, and 1 from Brian Burns. All right, well, let's get straight into free agency, and let's get to it. So I'm hoping, though, I will say that we can actually cut Daniel Jones. I'm not sure if there's still an out on his, or if there's going to be an out on his contract this offseason. I'm not 100% sure on that. But let's take a look if that is the case. So team salaries, savings, we got 11 million. We could cut and save 11 million. So I will absolutely do that. We're going to cut him. I wanted to release him a long time ago, and we'll do that now. So we'll free up $11 million by cutting him. We will not cut Dexter Lawrence, obviously. That'd be dumb. Runyon at 9 million. We could cut him. Bobby Okereke, we could cut. Deontay Banks for 2 million. I don't mind cutting Runyon for 9 million. I feel we can get maybe an upgrade, so we'll go ahead and cut Runyon. All right. So that's going to free up a little bit more money. And now we can go into the resigning stage and kind of see who is available. So we got, I know Evan Neal will be a free agent. Deontay Banks also a free agent. So, or no, he's a 5th-year option, which I'll accept. And then Evan Neal is a free agent. Wendell Robinson is a free agent. And then after that, there's nobody I'm really interested in bringing back all that badly. So Evan Neal, who actually went up to a 76 overall, I would like to keep him around. We didn't accept the 5th year option, so we gambled a little bit, and moving him to right guard seemed to benefit him, so we'll take him back. I will, you know, as far as Wanda Robinson is concerned, I do like his game a lot for this Giants team, so I will try to keep him around if possible. He is staying. All right, so that's going to be all I'm really worried about. We're going to go in and figure out what we can do with the rest of the team now in free agency and the draft. So we're going to have another high pick. This time we don't have to focus on drafting quarterback. And we do need to see what the development traits are for our quarterback, running back, and maybe Malik Neighbors went up. I'm not sure. So let's see if that is the case. So we have a superstar quarterback, and we have a star. Okay, so that's good. So at least he's superstar. We need a right tackle still. So it looks like, you know, Rob Havenstein called it a career probably. So our running backs look fine. We do need, I feel like, another wide receiver. Defense still needs a lot of different things. Brian Burns up to a superstar. We got a, you know, superstar X factor for Brian Burns, I should say. But yeah, still a lot of work that needs done. Like, we are not done by any means, not even close. So let's go into free agency and let's see if we can fill out some of the needs in free agency and see if those players are available. So far in free agency, I'm going after Greg Newsome, I'm going after Jermaine Johnson, I'm going after Ivan Pace. So obviously I would hope to land all 3 of them if possible to help out the defense a little bit. And we are going to get Jermaine Johnson and Ivan Pace. So that's nice to get, but we did not get the corner we were looking for. Newsome, we lose to the Vikings, unfortunately. But other corners, we have Martin Emerson, who doesn't sound too bad to go after. So we'll go after him as well. So we'll see if we can get him on this defense. And then there was also a Doffaway who I kind of like the idea of if he is not signed, which he did already sign. Never mind. So never mind on that department. So corners, we'll go after Martin Emerson, but it doesn't look like we're going to get him. All right, so let's take a look at the offensive line. So we knew that we kind of needed some offensive line help. So I think the main thing we need is a right tackle, obviously. So Tyler Moton could be that. So let's go after Tyler Moton and see. Just kidding, we can't get him. We don't have enough money for that. And then Wyatt Teller, probably don't have enough money for that either. I'll offer it, but I doubt he accepts it. So Wyatt Teller will offer, and that'll be like literally all the money we can spend. So Wyatt Teller, Martin Emerson, we'll see if we can get one of them, and we are going to get Wyatt Teller. So we do improve the offensive line. We don't get a corner. So obviously the main priority this upcoming draft is going to be cornerbacks. We definitely need that. Now, unfortunately for me, I'm hoping I can fix it, but I accidentally loaded the wrong draft class, and then I canceled it. So now, now Madden is not letting me load another draft class, which is just quite annoying. So we do need a tackle as well. So that's going to be interesting to look into. I guess we drafted one last year, but he's a 60 overall, so really can't rely on that. Still need another wide receiver, in my opinion, but don't really have that going for us. On defense, we brought in Ivan Pace. We're bringing Jermaine Johnson, which helps out a ton there. So, yeah, defense looks a little bit more improved. They've been good, though, throughout the video so far, so can't be too upset about that. But, yeah, if we go straight into... Let's see if I can, fix it. So, going into next week, let's see if I can fix this now. Again, Madden is just so dumb with the freaking draft class problem. They finally fixed it, and then now I guess if you accidentally load it wrong. So let's see. So this is what's happening to me. I guess maybe at this point you can't even change it, I assume. So let's see. So edit players, import local file, 2026 draft, and it just cancels every time. So we're stuck with this draft class right now. But there is a top 5 corner, so I guess we can't be too mad. So hopefully we can get Mr. Barden, because that is someone we definitely need on this team. So it is what it is. We have an auto-generated class in 2026, whatever. So let's go ahead and just get straight into the draft. So we'll be picking number 2. So as long as Washington doesn't take the corner, I'm going to be a very happy camper. But there is a chance they take him because Washington's secondary, as we all know, is terrible. So they take a linebacker. Okay, so we should be chilling. We're going to grab the corner who was a top 5 projected talent, and we're going to be very happy with that. So Jimmy Barden, absolutely a must-need. They scouted all the quarterbacks, which I don't know why we waste our time scouting all the QBs. We clearly took our quarterback last year. Jimmy Barden will be the pick here. No hesitation. Ranked number 1 in true value, drafted number 2. So it looks like we got the best player available. So welcome to the Giants, my friend. We absolutely needed your services. Hopefully we could do that similar thing in round 2 with a wide receiver, because I think that's the next thing we definitely need. So Mike Pinkins goes to Washington. Hopefully that wasn't like a damn good wide receiver, but we have a top 5 quarterback. I mean, again, I'm not taking a quarterback here. He looks solid and all, but left outside linebacker. I mean, we could take this guy and move him down to left end. I don't hate that. Running back, obviously, we're not taking. Our wide receivers could use improvement, but it's not like we have bad wide receivers, but they're not great by any means. So we got A, finesse moves, B, stamina, D, man coverage. But again, if I draft this guy, I'd probably move him down to the line, move him to left in. So Kendrick Wilkins will be the pick here. Let's see what we did, how we did there. So 36 true value, drafted at 34, not bad. He's a hidden development linebacker. So you know what? I'm feeling pretty solid so far. So both picks have been great. I love the corner. I love the linebacker. So we did need a right tackle as well. So that might be something we need to look into. Forgot about that. So round 3, hopefully get like a decent right tackle. Do we have anybody? Doesn't look like we have anybody. We do have a tight end though, which I guess we can bring in another weapon. Tackle is non-existent here. So our right tackle is going to be absolutely weak this season. We're going to have to rely on the rookie like crazy. We do have like David Camp. We could maybe draft here and move somebody around, which I don't hate the idea of. So maybe we do that because I think protecting the quarterback is more important than anything else we could do right now. So David Camp, as long as you're a solid starter, you look fine. I can move somebody around. Number 50 true value. He's a hidden dev. You know what? To me, a solid draft. A very solid draft. I will absolutely take the results we just got. I'll probably move David Camp to, I'll probably move like White Taylor right tackle or something like that. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I think we are going into the next season. I'm not saying we're about to be a playoff team, but we should at least be a team that hovers around 500, in my opinion. Hopefully that's the case. Obviously, it all depends on Shedeur Sanders developing, though. That's the big thing. But at least we feel like we've done everything we possibly could to get ourselves in a successful position. So the lineup going to season number 2 is looking like this. So the roster looks pretty good in my opinion. We got Shedeur Sanders, Gene T, Malik Neighbors. Offensive line's looking pretty decent with Theo Johnson as the tight end. We got Wendell Robinson, Isaiah Hodgins. On the defense side of the football, we got Montgomery, we got Brian Burns, Ivan Pace, Bobby Okereke, Kayvon Thibodeau, Tyler Nubin, Barden are obviously number 2 overall pick, who's an 80 overall right out of the draft. We got Wilkins, who moved down to the D-line like I said I would. Jermaine Johnson, we signed in free agency. So to me, this team looks pretty solid. Defensively, 84% scheme fit, and then on offense, 87% scheme fit. So hoping this is a playoff team. I don't know if we'll get that lucky, but like I said, I at least think we should be an improved team and should hopefully hover around 500. So at the end of this season, we actually make the playoffs and finish up at 10-7. We are going into New Orleans in the wild card round, so I'm excited to be a playoff team this year. That's fun. That's awesome. Looks like we lost to the Cardinals the last week of the season, but we did beat the Colts before that to potentially secure a playoff spot. So let's take a look at the player stats. So offensively was 18th NFL, so not bad. So a little bit of improvement from what we've seen. And defensively, 16th NFL. So defense has been good throughout the video, which has been fun. But 28-15 for Shedeur Sanders, Ashton Gene T with 931 yards and 10 touchdowns. You had Malik Neighbors with 1,080 yards and 1,010 from Isaiah Hodgins. Wendell Robinson almost a 1,000-yard wide receiver as well. Defensively, you had 2 interceptions from Bobby Okereke, 2 from Ivan Pace, 2 from Banks, 2 from Montgomery, 1 from Jimmy Barden. I'm actually curious to see if he's like so he's only a superstar. I was wondering if he'd be a superstar X Factor, but hey, we needed that in the worst way possible. I'm glad we're able to get a corner out of this draft. But now we jump into round 1 to play the Saints. And honestly, I don't think it's too crazy to say that we could beat this team. New Orleans is one of those teams that is just kind of mid. So let's see if we can come in and beat the Saints. I don't know if Derek Carr is still starting for them or not. I guess we'll find out. Let's jump in and see if we can beat them. So it's actually Carson Beck starting for the Saints. So it is not Derek Carr anymore, as we're going to get a stop on defense and we are going to score an offense 7-0. Great start. We get another interception from Bobby Okereke. So we're turning the ball over, but we're not converting points yet. So let's see if we can go score here and take a lead. We don't. It looked like we were about to. And we do take a field goal lead, and the Saints will respond with a field goal themselves. We go up 13-10. We get another stop. So defense is playing great, and we're up 2 possessions. And as long as we don't give them the ball back, we should win the game, and we do just that. So we are going to the divisional round. Not only do we win or make the playoffs and win the wild card game like the Giants did a couple years ago when they beat the Vikings in round 1, but we're going back to the divisional round. So let's go ahead and see if we can go to the divisional round and go on a crazy run and maybe beat whoever we face in the divisional round. So in the divisional round, we get our fellow division rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. So this one will be very interesting to see how this goes, but defense needs to step up in this one as we let up a score right away. And we turn it over, but somehow we get a stop and we tie it up. Okay, we get a stop. Can we go take the lead? We do by a field goal. And we're going to take a 17-7 lead. This defense is playing out of their minds. We're up 24-7 on the Eagles. We might actually go to the NFC Championship in year number 3. This is only Shedeur Sanders' 2nd season 30-7. We came into Philly and embarrassed them, man. The defense is legit. Let's go, baby. Okay. We're going to the NFC Championship. I did not expect this kind of run. I thought I'd make the playoffs this year. You know, maybe go and win wild card round, but divisional, I thought we'd get absolutely skunked. But no, we come into Philly, we take care of things, and we're going to the NFC Championship in year number 3 of this video. Insanity. And now we're going to draw the ultimate boss level fight. We get to come in and play another division rival. Of course, as you guys can see, it is the Dallas Cowboys. So let's come out here and see if we can go to Jerry World and beat the Cowboys to move on to the Super Bowl. This is going to be a tough matchup. I'm excited to see what happens. So here we go. We're going to go up 7-0. Great start. I mean, both sides of the ball are absolutely killing it right now, but defense is getting stops. Offense is not scoring, which is something we need right now. And we've limited into the field goals, and we are going to finally score another touchdown. Cowboys just keep kicking field goals. 21-9. Oh my goodness, guys. Are we actually... I won't say anything just yet. It's 21-16. We need to score here, and the Cowboys, they keep kicking field goals, man. We need to score in the worst way possible. Hopefully we can go score the football here, and we get a field goal. Okay, 3 minutes and 26 seconds left. I want to come out here, and I want to secure the Super Bowl secure a Super Bowl spot for us. So let's try to soak away this drive. If we score another touchdown, I think this game is over. So let's see if we can come out here and do that. So I'm going to just run with Ash and G&T to start this drive. Okay, so 2nd and 8. Not a great start to this drive, but we're going to go to play action boot. We're going to see if we can find Jalen Hyatt over the middle, or maybe even Theo Johnson for a first down, maybe an easy first down. It looks like we might have... Nope, that is not there. And Shador Sanders is a little bit slower than I thought he would be, so that is not a great start to this drive. All right, well, let's see if I can get a first down still. So, I'm going to look for Wan'Dale Robinson on a zig. I can't give him a zig. Interesting. So, never mind. We won't be able to do a zig. All right, well, let's see if I can just get a first down somewhere. I actually have Wan'Dale. Oh, my goodness. I didn't get rid of it in time. Okay. Well, we had to punt the ball. Let's give the ball back to the Cowboys, unfortunately. So I just sold that possession. But thankfully, the defense has my back. And all right, so let's come out here and let's soak away this drive again. The defense, I think, got an interception, which is nice. So this is a 5-point game still. 1 first down should end the game, but that is not a great start to this drive. 2nd and 14. All right. Let's go to read option. So they brought the house. Actually... let's go to verticals. Let's see if we can get a first down through the air, because if we get a first down, this game is all but over. I actually have... there we go. Theo Johnson. That is a first down. We needed that. That will be... probably... it's not quite the game, but it's damn close to the game being over. We might have punched our ticket to the Super Bowl in year number 3, which is just awesome. But we got to make sure we finish this drive out. All right, we're finally going to get positive yardage on a run. Although, all right, so forward progress still gives us 4 yards. Okay. So again, 1 first down. This game is definitely over. It's technically, like I said, they would have like a little bit of time left in the clock, I think. Maybe not. Maybe they won't have any time, but this first down should seal the game. So I'm going to dive, and that is your ball game. We are going to the Super Bowl. That is what I'm talking about. Lovely stuff. Cannot believe we just came out here and beat 2 division rivals. We beat the Saints in round 1, and now we go to Super Bowl in year number 3. I thought we had a lot more building left to do, but that is not the case. I'll see y'all in the Super Bowl. So in the Super Bowl, we draw the Cincinnati Bengals. So Joe Burrow and the Bengals, we've been very, very good. Hopefully we can keep this momentum going. We start with the football, and we're going to... it looked like we were about to score, but we do get a stop on defense, and they are going to take the 7-0 lead. We tie it. We get a field goal. They're going to go up 14-3. And we are going to score a touchdown. Okay, we get a stop. I need a score here. We don't get it. It's 17-10. Go tie it. Yes, we can. It's a tie ball game. Get the ball with good field position, and we take the touchdown lead. It is 24-24. All of this to go win the damn game. Let me come out here and try to win this game for us and bring home a Super Bowl. So it's 24-24, tie football game. I'm going to start out with a simple screen pass, and I didn't get rid of it in time. Damn, okay. Not a great start. I feel dumb, man. All right, slot outs. We're going to look for the Texas route because usually this is open. I'm going to look for, we'll just kind of see what's there, actually. We're not just going to. And again, I might have to. Actually, we might have Theo Johnson. Let's go. That was beautiful. Okay. They're going to call their first time out. let's restart this drive. We reset things. It wasn't a great start, but now we have control of this game. So I'm going to look for Ashton Jeanty in the out route. He is going to be there, so we're just going to take the simple yardage. He's going to break a tackle. That's going to get us even closer. Minute 39 left on the clock, and now we're going to run this damn ball down their throat. So let's go, man. We are in prime range to win this game. We just got to make sure we take care of business. So, all right. We're going to get down inside the 10-yard line. Or I guess we're not quite there. We're almost there, but not quite. So, all right. A minute 35 left on the clock. I actually have no idea how you put on true clock. I don't know how you do that anymore in this game. I have not learned, but it's going to simply run inside zone until we get to the end zone probably, or just kick the field goal. So, coaching adjustments. Maybe it's in here. Ball carrier, nope. I used to be obviously just, you used to like click the thumbstick, but I have no idea how you put on true clock, or maybe you can't do that anymore. I have no idea, but whatever. We'll just go to inside zone again. Let's see if we can get a first down or just get Ashton Jeanty in the end zone. Get this football on the ground. Let's take as much time off the clock as possible. We have all 3 of our timeouts, so we should be totally fine. All right, well, 9 seconds left, and here we go. So 5 seconds. I'll hike it here in just a second. All right, here we go. All right, okay, this is good. Oh, Evan Neal, what are we doing? You could have gave me the block there. That would have got me in the end zone, but you like literally went away from it. That's a little annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna go to inside zone again, and we're gonna try to get this first down. 40 seconds left in the clock. Get this first down. Come on. 4th and inches. Do I QB sneak it like a psychopath, or no? I kick the field goal. I kick the field goal. There's no need to be a psychopath here. I have not practiced the field goal though. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm a little nervous to kick this. I would let the CPU do it, but sometimes some weird crap happens when you let the CPU do it. So I'm just gonna call a timeout right now. 14 seconds left on the clock, and the icing thing's gonna happen, isn't it? Because they don't have a timeout to call. All right, so let's not overthink this, right? So we're just gonna center this, press A for accuracy. That should be in. Okay, that was simple. I don't know why the first time I ever did that, I overthought it. Let's play the full game though, because again, sometimes when you let the CPU take care of things, some crazy unrealistic things happen. So there we go. So release for power. I just screwed that up. Okay, so they're gonna have pretty good field position because I'm dumb. Oh my goodness, please. Oh boy, that could have been disastrous. They only have to get in field goal range, but they're not going to have time, I don't think. So I'm still going to play deep coverage because they can get field goal range to tie it, I get. Oh, I'm such an idiot, bro. I messed that kick up so badly. But again, as long as they don't complete a pass. Okay, so he's going to... So there's no way they can kick a field goal anymore. Unless if they go right now, but you're not going to have time to put this ball in play and get in field goal range. That's not going to happen. So we are going to play prevent. It's all about the touchdown now because they're not going to have time to clock it. There's only 3 seconds left on the clock. So this should be the game as long as we don't allow a Hail Mary, obviously. And that is not even going to be close to the end zone. And that is going to be your ball game. Just like that, baby. We have won the Super Bowl in year 3 with the New York Giants. They said it couldn't be done, but we did it. Just kidding. No one said that. But that's a beautiful way to end this video, man. I did not expect, after only 3 seasons, that we'd get this Giants team a Super Bowl. I mean, the draft picks really worked out. That corner being in that draft was amazing. That was, like, massive. We built the team with Shador and Jeanty. This beautiful stuff. Neighbors is a damn stud. We've seen that already in the regular season in real life. This draft class right now looks generational. This 2024 draft class. But, all right, guys, I'm going to end it there. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I will see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.